Hey guys, Victoria here, and welcome to the Geeky Sandbox. This is our initial geeky thoughts over the movie Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And I'm super excited to talk to you guys about this because I am a huge fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy films. They're some of the few Marvel films that I actually owned on DVD. As obviously, you know, I've owned the Iron Man trilogy on DVD, as well as Infinity Wars and things like that. Guardians of the Galaxy was actually one of the first films that kind of deterred me away from, like, I guess introduced me to characters that I had never thought about regarding Marvel, right? And obviously we can thank James Gunn for that. I never, without a doubt, thought that this movie was going to be bad. So I'll just go ahead and jump right in and say that I absolutely love this movie, and I teared up 2 to 3 times. Yes, I did. I have no shame in saying that I did. I had a blast seeing this movie. I think that we just had a great time. One, I love the direction that the story went regarding the type of story they decided to tell and who the story was about. I think it was unique. I think that it was different. I like that we tried to focus on something slightly different. 2, I completely agree with what everyone's saying about the fact that this is taking Marvel back into a place of something to be thought about again regarding the whole phase thing. And I think James Gunn left Marvel with something very nice, a nice pedestal for something else to step on into the next project. I definitely think it is a step up from Ant-Man regarding the script and things like that. 3, I do love that they were able to incorporate the humor that the Guardians always have, and obviously that Marvel humor. However, I do think there were a couple of moments where maybe we could have cut back on the humor and let that serious moment sink in, especially moments where Chris Pratt's character, Star-Lord, of course, was having some very heartbreaking just meltdowns. But I understand that, at the end of the day, comedy is James Gunn's first love. And also, Mantis said something really interesting in the movie that it's about comedy. There are so many characters that are miserable in Guardians of the Galaxy, and being able to have that humor does offset that. So I do think that in a way it still does kind of work. I love that they didn't hold back on how this Gamora feels regarding, this isn't Peter Quill's Gamora or the Gamora that we followed through. This is a Gamora in a different timeline before she joined the Guardians of the Galaxy. And I like that they didn't quite hold back with her feelings towards the Guardians and who she decided she wanted to become after she, obviously turned against Thanos. I like the way that they molded her relationship with Nebula. That was actually one of my favorite parts. Catalina and I talk about this a lot in general, but I really love that sisterly thing really stuck. At first I was kind of like, oh my god, Gamora is actually really harsh, but then also I was just like, Gamora doesn't know these people, she doesn't know anyone except Nebula. So I thought that they handled that well, even though part of me was kind of like, would she react that extreme? And 5, I felt sad when the movie was ending, actually. Sad in a bittersweet way. I didn't want it to be over, and I think that says a lot about this movie. It hit a soft spot in my heart that makes me really happy. But yes, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get this edited and up on the channel. I will be seeing the movie again with Steven in the next couple of days. I don't know, this is one of those movies that not only do I want to see again, but also it'll help me give a more thorough review, and I can actually take a couple of notes. Let me know which Guardians of the Galaxy film is your favorite. Until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!